and welcome to round 2 of AFL here in Japan. It is Finn here with your commentary for today. Looks like we've got some dry conditions today around Japan, and we've got an Alpine out first. I think that's Josh, and yes, it is. It's GFR Josh. Yay, Josh. No, I'm joking. Josh is chill. But Josh will head out now. It's been a while since I've commentated for this league. But other than that, yeah. So as Josh will head out on his soft compound tyres around this sensational circuit. So Josh still on his outlap, but he's heading to the end of the track now. So with Josh slowly warming up his tyres, he will now officially start his lap as he heads towards turn 1. He shifts down to 5th. He's got the Haas in front of him. We'll go on board with now as the Haas gets out of the way. And he's already used 30% of his battery as he now heads through turn 3. Then turn 4. He's pushing quite hard at the minute. It looks like he's going to want to set a fast-paced lap to see if he can hold on to P1 here in AFL. As now he heads down to the very fast right-hander towards the tight left-hander. So we've got Zuma, XLMP, Cayenne, and Ollie on a lap. Josh has currently just set a purple sector 1 with a 32.2. And Ima is a 10th off, and then Ollie is a 2nd off. But Josh is pushing averagely hard. He's used half of his battery now as he's looking to use more as he heads down to the final few turns. Purple sector 2 there for Josh with a 38.6 as he heads now officially round the final corners. We've got a caution in sector 2. Looks like one of the Ferraris and a Sauber have had a bit of contact, but Josh will cross the line with a 128.3. But now we'll go directly to Zuma, who's on an invalidated lap, so that doesn't matter. So Ollie, who's also on an invalidated lap, so that doesn't matter. We've got his teammate Antonio on a lap at the moment. But XLMP, he's looking quite fast at the minute. He's got green sector 1 and sector 2 with nearly a sub 40 second lap in both as he crosses the line to jump to P2 with a 128. Brilliant lap from XLMP there. As we've got one of the Saubers now. I think it's Trismetic. He's got an invalidated lap time round there. And the next one is Formula Fox as he will head across the line to start his official lap. Who have we got behind? We've got one of the Red Bulls behind him. It's T. As she'll cross the line to jump to P1 with a 127.5. Took at least 3 tenths. Took 8 tenths off of her last time, which is absolutely amazing. And we've now got Key in the other Alpine with a 128.6 to jump to P3. This is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Now Zyron takes P1. Absolutely amazing. Only by a little bit, 0.07 of a second. But he's done amazing there to stick that Ferrari on pole. And look, if we look to Cayenne, who actually is going to cross the line with a 2 minutes and 8 time. So looks like he's gone on for a lap now. So we'll stay on with him, but we've got Eze and the Haas who's coming round, dive straight into the pits. We've next got Antonio, who's just invalidated, which is very unlucky. We've got Ollie, who's pitting. So there's a double, not a double stack. Yeah, it's a double stack for the Williams. Next across the line is Josh into the pits. XLMP into the pits. Sauber of Charismatic on a lap at the moment as Formula Fox, who's looking on a decent lap at the moment. Green sectors in the both as he'll cross the line with his deploy used to go P7 with a 129.6. Who's next? It's one of the McLarens. It's Martin to start to hit his lap. And we've got one of the Alpines behind, so it's Key behind. And then the Ferrari of Cayenne. So we'll actually go to him as he's on a lap. So Zyron's there. But Cayenne is officially on a lap. He's got practically no battery left. And he's got a bit of wear on these soft tyres as Eze goes to that medium tyre compound. As Cayenne will cross the line with a 127.9. So that is a Ferrari sandwich at the front. Absolutely amazing with 11 minutes and 30 seconds of qualifying left. Most drivers are in the pits. So Fox is on a in-lap, but we'll go to the man, the myth, the legend, Martin, who's currently pushing very hard. It looks like he's on a sub 1 minute lap so far as he's heading round the double left-hander. Let's see what he can set. He's had... and it's not telling me his sector times, actually. But I'm saying they're going to be good. As again, there's no sector 3 time, but on the game, it's telling me it's purple for his sector 2. So we'll head round sector 3. So he's looking fastest at the moment. Highest in the speed trap is Josh and Luke Dom. Luke Dom jumps to P4 in that Aston Martin, which I didn't realise. But Martin heads round the final corner with his DRS and ERS. Oh my word, 128.1 as he jumps to P5, just ahead of Josh in his Alpine. We've now got Formula Fox, who's going to be setting another lap. He's going to be pushing for another one. So we'll stay with him as he heads down towards turn 1. He gets a good exit out of turn 1. Towards turn 2 now he'll go. 30% of his battery used, same amount as everyone through turn 1. As there he goes in that glitched green Sauber, Miami paint green actually, sorry. But he heads through and he'll head to the sector 2 line. Formula's looking fast at the moment with his fastest lap being a 129. He's currently up on his delta by at least 0.2 as he's low on fuel at the minute, so he's going to be able to finish this lap. As he heads round the hairpin, he's going to be pushing quite hard. Push this Sauber to its absolute limits. As we've got Josh on an outlap who's about to finish, and we've also got XLMP on an outlap. So XLMP might back off a bit to see if he can get that gap. So there's no dirty air. Formula's gone off a bit there. And I think he hasn't abandoned that lap yet. He has not yet. So he'll get on the battery in a minute. And actually, I think he will abandon it as he's 2 seconds up on his delta. He was looking promising until he slowly started running out of fuel. So as we've got TDR Zyron out on his lap. And we've got XLMP on a lap. But we've also got Josh. So we're going with Josh. He was the first person out this qualifying. And he's going to be the next to set a lap time. As he heads down. And he's invalidated already. Nice, Josh. Nice, Josh. Nice one, mate. Absolutely lovely. So the only people on their laps at the moment are Martin as well. As we look to him, he's up by a hundredth. Yes, 100th of a second. As he heads through sector 2. He's going to be looking to the big double left-hander to see how much time he can gain through there. He's looking fast at the moment as he looks like he's beating his past lap time. So we don't know what he's going to set, but it's looking like it's going to be fast with 7 minutes and 54 seconds left of qualifying. He's going to be heading towards the Ferraris and the Mercedes in front of him. The Mercedes and the Ferrari, I think both the Ferraris are out lap, and we've got Josh behind him preparing for another lap. But Martin is going to be heading to the chicane. What's he going to be able to do? He's low on fuel, so I don't know whether he's going to abandon it or he's going to push it through. We'll go on board with him, and he's abandoned it. Oh my word. We've got XLMP on a lap though. And we've also got Zyron, but we'll go on board with Zyron now. As Zyron's nearly set pole position in round 1. Imola, just to get spun out on the final lap. And by Ima, and he'd lost his race win. He finished P6, so he's hoping for a pole position and race winner, and he's gone off, and that's invalidated lap time. Zyron's hit the barrier. So now we'll go to XLMP, who's also on a lap. He's looking to get quite high positioned as well, as Kyan's got front wing damage, and so has Trismetic, as Trismetic gets a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Kyan, which isn't very good for him, but Kyan and him have both got front wing damage. As XLMP is going to be using his battery and his DRS as he weaves a bit to get some temp into the tyres, ready for the chicane to head round that final corner and cross the line to set that lap time. As he heads towards the braking boards, he's braked absolutely perfectly, took the perfect amount of curb as he heads round the final corner. Can he go pole? No, he abandons it. We've now got Josh behind him though, and he's actually on a lap this time as he'll come to cross the line with a 1:28.1. He takes 2/10 off of his time and he jumps to P6. So Kyan is currently using his AI in the pit lane. He is. So as we've got both the Alpines on a lap, I think Kyan's either on a saving lap, a harvesting lap, or an in lap, which I'm pretty sure he's on an in lap. So, with Formula now on an out lap, that is the most interesting piece of... Oh, no. T-pit. Never mind. We're good. Thought we were going to miss that then. So, with both the Alpines on a in-lap, we've got some more cars coming out at the minute. Trismetic and the Williams of Antonio are heading out to set a lap. Trismetic, Ollie, and Eze yet to set a lap. But with Trismetic, with his 5-place grid penalty, he's going to be hoping to score big with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left of qualifying. So with Formula looking to cross the line next. So as Formula heads round towards Sector 2, he's currently up on his lap time, but don't know what he's going to set through Sector 2 now. He'll cross the Sector 2 line, 5/10 off of his time. I don't know whether that's a purple sector. I think that is just green. Yes, it is. So as he'll head towards the hairpin, there he goes. He's looking on fast. He's still got a load of battery to deploy, as his teammate Trismetic is also on a lap. But with that 5-place grid penalty, he'll need to score big. So as the Kick Sauber heads round the corner, there he goes through the double left-hander, gets just the right amount of curb, and then on the battery as he heads down to the Sector 2 line. Boom, he's a second up, and he's just set a purple sector 2. Amazing hit right now at the minute from Formula. So he'll head through the chicane now. He's looking fast, but I don't know if it's pole as he'll head round the final corner. Could he set pole position? Formula Fox crosses the line with a 1:28.3. He'll jump to P8 at the moment. Not enough for a pole, but a purple sector 2. The fastest of the session so far. Absolutely amazing there. We've also got Zyron on his outlap now. We've got T on her outlap. We've got the Alpine of Key. We've got most drivers coming out now with only 2 minutes of qualifying left. Will they be able to complete a flying lap? But Martin is on a lap as he heads into turn 1 very cautiously. 50% of his battery already gone. As he'll head through the turns. Tries Metic! P3! I didn't see that, but P3. But technically P8. But that's very good at the minute with him in P3. Keeps him at bay in the time. We've got Kyan off, but Martin 7 seconds up, so we will stop spectating him. We've now got Key heading through sector 1, who's on one of his personal bests. So as they head down the back straight now, using all of his battery, and he'll shift up to 8th gear as he heads towards the big left-hander. He's using it all as his deploy has been used as he's heading up to the back of the car in front, which is Martin in the McLaren. He's going to be using that as a slipstream to cross the line. He's looking quite fast at the minute, so what's he going to be able to set as the DRS gets activated? He will stay tight. What's he going to set? This is looking fast. A 1:27.9 to jump him from 7th to P6, just ahead of Luke Dom in the Aston Martin. We've also got Zyron on a lap at the minute, so we'll go with him because he's possibly going to go faster. So as he heads towards sector 1, Ollie's out. Ollie is out. I don't know where, but he is out. I think he's just retired on track. I don't know if he's crashed. I think he retired in the pit lane. But Zyron, who's looking on a personal best of his sector 1, a 10th up on his Delta. It says they also retired. Yes, so they can't complete a lap with only 2 minutes and 58 seconds left. So everybody is finishing their laps up, and that's how long we're waiting. So Zyron's a 10th up on his Delta, so we'll go to T as T's on a slow lap. So we'll go back to Zyron as Zyron heads round with number 97 on his car. He looks fast, so what's he going to be able to set? Will he go faster? No, he won't. Only by a little bit. He misses out on a quicker pole. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Zyron has got pole, but Martin is still in it as he's heading round the final corners. I don't know if he's going to take pole, but he's looking fast. He'll cross the line. He won't take pole, but he'll go P3 ahead of Trismetic. So Trismetic will be P9. And there we have it. That is your grid for now. As Josh to P3. Amazing driving from Josh there. We've also got Kyan, who's on the back straight now. Martin's just retired, and Martin is disconnected, I think. But Kyan on a lap. He's not looking fast at all. Wholly slow. That's very unlucky from him. But as everybody pits. So that is your grid for the 2026 Round 2 Suzuka here in AFL. Say brilliant driving from the Alpine of Josh. And brilliant driving from TDR Zyron in the Ferrari. So Kyan in P6 and Zyron P1. There's brilliant driving there. But I think Kyan could have done a bit better to get him higher with his teammate, although he had no front wing. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your grid for the 2026 Suzuka Grand Prix. So it's lights out straight away here in Japan. It's lights out and away we go as we head towards turn 1. Zyron's in the lead at the moment as he heads to turn 1. Clean from the car of T behind. As it's looking clean at the moment, we've had a big off there from XLMP. And there's a big jump up at the back. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Practically loads of people have got 10-second penalties. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the heck is he doing? What is that? Anyways, I think that is a virtual safety car at this moment in time. So, the back 4 have got a 10-second penalty, and so is Luke Dom in P6. So Zyron will have to slow down for Delta with 27 laps of racing. So his VSC, I think, is ending soon. We'll go through the grid. Josh is still in P3, but Cayenne is catching. Key in P8, 5. Luke Dom in P6 says it's green, and it's gone green. Zyron's got a wicked start, and he's sort of gapping T at this moment in time. There are the possible race strategies. 2 stops, all about with mediums to softs or hards to mediums. As we've got T behind, slowly gaining, and Josh looking for a podium. As Cayenne's also fighting to catch up with his Ferrari teammate. As Zyron sets a 1:49, and Key is slowly trying to use his ERS wisely to catch up to Josh. But Josh has had a big off. Oh my word, he's had a big off and practically let Cayenne through. What an absolute lemon, as SA's got front wing damage. As he tries to catch the Sauber and Aston Martin in front of him. Formula Fox is also trying to catch him as Ollie and Antonio both pit. What a stupid idea, as Ollie's got front wing damage. XLMP's also pitting to get rid of that 10-second sign penalty. As there he goes. And it's gone. It's disappeared. It's poof. Ollie also gets rid of his. But there we go. So with Cayenne going to be fighting to get past T. As T's looking for the move on Zyron. Zyron will head towards the turn ahead of T. But for now, Zyron will stay P1. But they're onto the straight now. I don't think DRS is enabled just yet. As she heads down, SA with front wing damage. That voice crack did not hit. But anyways, as T will be behind Zyron, and she's lagging all over the place, or whether that's just me. But Josh gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. Absolute bench shot. Cayenne sets the fastest out with a 1:31.1, as he's got DRS down that main straight with no ERS, which might be a bit stupid from him. T is lagging all over the place. As Trismetic and Luke Dom... Oh, Luke Dom just fired Trismetic off, is what it looks like. So hopefully we'll get a clip of that and be able to see it. Anyways, as Antonio in the Williams is P11, as his teammate is in P14. As there we go, but we'll go back to the front battles with T and Zyron, but we've also got Josh, who's looking to back overtake Cayenne. He won't jump from back there, so he'll stay with them. As we've 3 already, and it's looking good for the Alpines at the moment, who are in P4 and P5. But with Josh fighting to get past Cayenne, Luke Dom with another 3-second penalty, so that gets Charismatic past. But he's gone for the dive bomb, and they're side by side, and he's got past. And T's getting closer and closer to Zyron, and Josh is getting closer and closer to Cayenne. He's also catching up with Josh As Zyron sets the fastest that with a 1:31.3 as Josh goes round the outside of Kyan to take back third place, who's now 1.5 seconds behind T and Zyron. Also got moves in the back as Eze and Zuma are battling. Zuma, I think, had a bit of contact with Eze there, as Luke Dom has also got front wing damage. So with Martin in P12 on those soft compound tyres. I don't know if it's looking good, but with Eze currently fastest in the speed trap, as Ollie gets a 3-second time penalty, as Luke Dom loses the position to Antonio as he pits, and Martin catches up all the way as Luke Dom had 7 seconds in the pit lane. So T is getting ever so closer to Zyron, as she should be able to catch up on this back straight with the battery activated. There he goes, and Antonio with a DNF. He's binned it into the wall, and Martin's binned into the back of him. XLMP's going to have to slow down for this incident that's happened ahead. That is a full course safety car. Looks like Antonio hit the wall, and then Martin hit him as well. So Zyron, Key has stayed out, but Zyron, T, Josh, Kyan tries. Formula Fox, Eze, Zuma, Luke Don probably will, XLMP probably will, and Ollie maybe shall. As everybody pits, as the Ferraris double stack. Barely doing it. But after the incident in qualifying, Trismetic and Kyan meet again in P5 and P6. So with Key staying out, which I don't know if was the smartest idea, with Key staying out, it's very good for him. As this safety car might be a bit boring. So, whilst we wait for the rest of the grid to catch up with the safety car. So we're on lap 6 out of 27. So there we go. The rest of the grid has caught up with each other. So we'll wait for lights to go out on the safety cars. We have 20 laps remaining. As it says, Eze's got front wing damage. Yes, he does. He has no right end plate. So with Key still leading, obviously he's thinking he can go all this time on these tyres when Zyron and Josh are right behind in fresh, hard tyres. So there we go. Safety car's in this lap. And Zyron and everybody else are warming up tyres. So there we go. Key will control the safety car restart as the safety car heads on in. And off he goes. And there we go. Key's had a bit of a snap though, which isn't good. So Zyron will be able to catch him, hopefully straight away. But there we go. Looks like the T's ready to make a move on Josh. And Kyan's also going to be trying to get past Trismetic and Eze. Zuma and Formula Fox are quite close together, and so is Luke Dom as XLMP, and Ollie is still trying to catch up. But Key still in P1, but Josh fighting to try and catch up with Zyron to get past. We've also got T trying to stay in the fight. And then we've got Tries and Kyan. So we'll go on board with Eze and Tries, as Tries has a bit of contact with Kyan in the rears there as he gets past Zuma, and so does Eze to jump to P6 and 7. That's no pun intended. With Ima having front wing damage, it's in the rears of Eze, he pushes him off track. As they now head down, Zyron still fighting with Kyan, also getting up to the back of T. And he spun off. Nice one, Kyan. Unlucky. So we're kind of back in P6. Tries is fighting to get into P4. He's going to be fighting to get to P4 now. So Zyron is making the move on Key. There we go. He's been pushed off a bit, I think. And Zyron's in the grass, so Josh takes P2. The two Alpines are on a 1-2 at the minute, and the Ferraris are in 5th and 6th. What happened there? I think he got pushed off a bit by Key. But the cup of tea is going to be trying to get past Josh to set her reign in P2. Oh, and there off goes T, and nearly has contact with Kyan. Oh my word, and Tries is into P3, right behind Josh. So Tries looks like he's going to be trying to fight for this race win at the moment. As there we go, Josh goes on pole. There he goes as he jumps into first place. With Josh, Trismetic, Kyan, Ima, Eze, and Luke Dom. And Martin joining this new up and coming esports team called FPR, who are going to be looking to finding fast paced drivers. So Trismetic's going to be trying to get past Key now to try and get up to the back of Josh, whilst Kyan's going to be trying to find a way past Trismetic as Key jumps to P1, takes it back from his Alpine teammate as Tries is trying to get as much leeway as he can as the two Ferraris are pushing to get past T, who is currently in 4th position. And yeah, so T's backed off a bit now from Tries in 3rd. And Tries is going to be pushing to catch up with Josh, who is currently in 2nd position. As Iron gets past his teammate Kyan. So we'll go back a bit with Kyan and Zyron as T's slowly gapping them. As Tries is still fighting to get past Josh. And Ollie's binned it. And there's a safety car. Yay! So what's we got? Safety car. There's a bit of contact between T and Tries there. So whilst there's a safety car, I'm going to go to the loo. So it looks like the safety car will be in this lap. As Josh is currently leading his first AFL Grand Prix. As well. I didn't actually see it. There we go. So Tries gets a good start, but Josh gets an even better start. He's currently in P1, heading down to turn 1 as Zyron is up the arse of Trismetic. I thought he was going to go for a lunge there, but he decided not to. As Zuma and Formula Fox just went side by side, but Zyron's going to be fighting to get past Josh, but he's also going to be defending Zyron from behind. Hello, Luke Dom. So here we go. As we've got moves at the back as SA loses the position to T. As there we go. For real. God's just being a bad end for no reason. Anyways, so Josh still on pole as Tries is fighting to get past. He had a bit of a lag spike there, which brings him back a bit. As we head round. So Tries looks like he's going to be able to get past. But it looks like it won't be happening. But with the Ferraris in 3rd and 4th. As Josh currently on pole. Still, this is the longest he's ever been on pole in a Grand Prix. So hopefully Tries can get past Josh. As Josh is being a tad bit cocky. As Zyron's also going to be trying to catch up with these two in front. With Formula Fox in P5 as well. Brilliant result for the Saubers this could be. So Josh has currently got a 3-second time penalty, which means he will drop to P5 at this moment in time. As Key and SA manage to get past T, and SA manages to get past Key. So his next target will be XLMP. Somebody's off. It's Cayenne and Formula Fox. So XLMP jumps to P4. Oh, XLMP's had a spin! And he's knocked off Cayenne with him. Cayenne has no front wing. Oh my days. He's practically murdered Cayenne, and that is a race ruined for Cayenne. Oh my word. Unbelievable stuff there, man. Piss off on it. Oh my wow. So Cayenne's going to have to pit for a new front wing, but what? Oh, and he's binned it. Cayenne's binned it. And that is another safety car. So Josh can have a sigh of relief because at the moment he now has 3 laps. Oh, for God's sakes, guys. So, with these safety car conditions are going to be even more boring. We've currently got 5 viewers on the Twitch and 2 on the YouTube. Well, I'm gonna go and try and get my karting stamp off my hand, so be right back, guys, whilst you guys can enjoy some lovely safety car action from Josh. And there we go, the safety car's in. This like, bro, nobody's fucking singing, mate. You absolute. We'll go to Trismetic as he crosses the line to start away from the safety car restart. Zyron looking like he's going to be trying to push, and so will T. Nobody was singing, mate. And the T's gone off a bit there. She's lagging loads. Like a bunch. Most of my internet. Anyways, so Tries is currently on pole at the minute. Well, in first place. So he will be pushing to try and get this race win. His first in AFL this season. It will be very good points for Sauber. As we then look to T as well, as Formula is going to be trying to find a way to get past Key. As we look so far, so Formula is going to be on the battery to get past Key into chicane. He won't dive. I would have. And probably murdered the guy. But here we go, as Iron's going to be using his battery and he's going to get DRS. Oh no, not this lap. He won't. But he's getting closer and closer to Tries. As everybody's still bunched up. As Key's also going to be fighting for a podium, as Josh was P1 and he's all the way back in P9 now. Womp womp. So we got Key in P4, T in P3, I'm in P2, and Tries messing P1. So Tries has been a fantastic co-owner here in AFL, and he's doing really well. He's joined my new esports team as well, FPR. So we've got a few drivers in AFL that have joined that. But Tries is going to be pushing as Josh gets past Ima. And SA is going to be looking to get past some people as well and gain positions. But Siren's gaining on Tries as well, as we've got Luke Dom. And then we go, Ima's retired. And it's another save. He's absolutely gone and binned it. Oh my word! Oh, for fuck's sake. He's only gone and fucking binned it, man! And excellent. Keep it cool. Anyways, T goes pole. Oh, he didn't bin it. XLMP just murdered Ima. So not only did he murder Cayenne, but he murdered Ima. It's not looking very good for you, XLMP, at this moment, I hate to say. But Josh back in P4. Let's just quickly dive to the Discord server. See what's popping in the paddock. So there is some stuff going on in the paddock as XLMP's just I think he's gonna be sending some replays. So we will be putting these replays onto stream. Oh yeah, good boy, mate. I don't care how much you've turned me down to, mate. Honest to God. I could be as loud as I want. It's my stream. So as we just wait for these clips, because I think it's going to be quite funny to watch. So and the safety car is in this lap. So with T leading and Formula Fox with a 10-second time penalty. Yeah, so the main people we need to focus on at the moment is Josh, Tries, Zyron and Key. They are the fastest drivers, and Eze in P3 at the minute. He's looking for a good safety car restart ahead of Formula Fox. They're side by side, wheel to wheel, but he makes it. Formula Fox keeps it in front. And here comes Zyron, actually. Oh my, wow, what a brilliant safety car restart. Let's hope there's no crashes here as they're wheel to wheel, him and Eze. Through turn 3, it's looking clean so far, and he's finally ahead of Eze. Eze slowing down Tries a little bit, and Josh and his teammate have had a bit of contact there. Not sure what happened there. Is Luke Dom's AI still in it? Brexit means Brexit, so let's hope there's no more DNS, and let's hope there's no more safety cars. With 5 laps remaining, we've got a few drivers on hard compounds, T's on hard compounds, but Formula Zyron, Eze, Tries, and Key and Luke Dom are all on mediums, but Josh and T are on hards. So Zyron jumps to P1, and Fox had P2 for a minute there. He saw it for a minute, but then got back to P3. So the Saubers are 3rd and 4th. So Tries is going to be fighting for a double podium with his teammate, but that might not happen with his 10-second time penalty. Possibly to get it removed. I don't know. So Josh still with his 3-second time penalty. So at the minute, there we go. Formula Fox down the inside of T. Brilliant overtake, and Tries Messick also gets the overtake. So it's a Sauber podium at the moment. And yeah, so Luke Doms just said in our Twitch chat that he's getting it removed. So Josh jumps to P4 as well, which is brilliant from him. So Zyron back in the lead. He's going to be hoping to win this race and get some good points for Ferrari after the Cayenne DNF. We don't know how safe his seat is at Ferrari at the moment due to these DNFs. But I think it's 50-50 at the moment. So with 4 laps remaining actually. Tries is going to be trying to get past his teammate and get to the top step of that beautiful podium here in Suzuka, with Josh going to be defending Eze, who's in P5, and Josh and Key are going to be hoping to get good points for Alpine. So with Josh going to be pushing with all of his might, currently on 16% wear across all of his hard compound tyres. Looks like we're going for an overtake up in front as Trismetic makes it to P2. He is now on the hunt for Zyron. Here, fishy. Currently 2 seconds behind him, but that might be minimised, as we don't know whether Zyron could get track limits, warnings, or penalties, as Zyron sets the fastest lap of the race. 1 minute 34. So with Eze in P5, he's going to be hoping to defend Key, as he goes push Key to the right a bit, heading towards turn 1, but no damage of some sort. The cup of tea is lagging as hell, with barely any front wing. Back in P7. So I think XLMP has sent in the clips. So I'll quickly have a look on the Discord and we'll see what is happening. So, yeah. Let me just quickly show you guys this. So there's Ima. Oh, hang on. There's Ima. XLMP. Yeah, that is just absolute murder to do with me. But anyways, we'll go back. Wow. Anyways, Josh and Kia up to P3 and 4. Which is brilliant, as Tries is in P2. Did Formula Fox pit or something? Or did he spin? I think he spun. But yeah, so Tries. But we'll stick with Josh and Key at the moment. Let's see if there's any more clips. So we've got an onboard clip from Ima of him getting absolutely murked by the Merc. Oh, sugar plums. Here we go. So as he heads down, XLMP just fucking murders him. Yep, nice one, XLMP, mate. So the race have stepped out for Fox, which is why he's all the way back there. Bless his soul, he's been fighting very hard this race. I think he wants to impress his team principal, Trismetic, who's currently in P2. So yeah, I think Zyron's going to win this race with 2 laps remaining. 26 out of 27 laps. So, anyways. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so Luke Don will still get his points. As he's in P8, but I know he's not driving, but he cannot help it as his internet got murdered by XLMP. So let's just say it that way. Anyways, so no close battles at the moment. Josh in P4 behind his teammate. Key's very close to Trismetic, so Trismetic just needs to defend for 2 this lap and 1 more, so 1.5 laps. And Josh is going to have to fight to get 3 seconds ahead of Eze. Currently, it's down to 0.6. So Josh is currently P5 and Eze is currently P4 with Josh's 3-second time penalty. So with 2 laps of racing, so Tries is going to again be defending from Key behind. So here we go. Key's currently attacking Trismetic. Oh my word. Very close between the two. As there we go, we're on the final lap. Zyron, who's currently in the lead of this race by 4 seconds. So unless a spin or a penalty, he's won this Grand Prix. But we've got a close battle again from Key and Trismetic for P2 and P3. So again, Josh is currently P5 with his penalty, 8 tenths away from his teammate in the Alpine. But there's only one man we're focusing on at the minute, and that is Zyron. He got pole in qualifying, and he's been fighting every single lap. He's had a few downfalls back in P8, and there's been a few safety cars that could have ruined his strategy, but he's powered through it. The number 97 Ferrari comes round the final corners to win for the first time in AFL Season 2. It's Zyron to take the checkered flag. And now, who's going to be second? It's going to be close, but Trismetic, and then Key. Then Josh goes back to P5. But there's only one man that I think we should focus on today, and that is Zyron. He's had an absolutely sensational fight. He started P1 and finished P1. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your round 2 Suzuka. Absolutely amazing for the top 3. Brilliant battles between the three different teams. We've got the Ferrari on the top step though, and there he is as he walks out. Very much deserved. He's setting a brilliant qualifying lap, and he will take the top step trophy. But brilliant points for Trismetic and for Key. Josh getting P5 though, and SA P4, which isn't too bad. But there we go, everybody. Those are your podium results for the 2026 Japanese Grand Prix. So, thank you all for watching. And after 27 laps, Ferrari eventually did come out on top. But there we go. So, these are your results. And thank you all for watching.